Hello guys, welcome to my new video. In this one we are going to upgrade this CR10 with a metal balls and extruder setup. So this setup is basically from Creality and it's an official piece, and I'm going to show you how to do that piece by piece by changing this plastic version in here to the metal one, which we are going to zoom in a moment. Why I'm doing this upgrade is basically after using this CR10 2 to 3 years, I realized that my extruder motor setup right over here, which is plastic, starts to lose grip. Since it's plastic and spring loaded, it basically eats up its life over time and you start to realize there are some problems going on. What we are going to do is to upgrade this one with the metal piece over here, again official from Creality. I just purchased it and we are going to see how it's going to do after the print is finalized. An example problem is I'm putting image right over here. As you can see in the image, at the same Z level, you can see that left portion versus right portion has problems. The left portion is really good, but the right portion has under-extrusion in it. And I believe it's because whenever we start to retract the filament and we are trying to get it back in, when it's jumping between two different islands, we are losing grip of the filament, causing an under-extrusion at random locations. So hopefully this metal block piece is going to solve all of our problems, and let's start. Just before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button down somewhere below and we are about to start. As you can see, this yellow part is entirely plastic and we are going to replace this with a metal one. The other problem that I'm experiencing is basically this pneumatic joint connection point, where the joint threads are metal but these threads over here are plastic, and each time when I open and close this joint, when my extruder clogs, I have problems. And this basically, you can continue squeezing this with your hand and I'm losing the threads inside this one. So upgrading this to the metal is going to be a big improvement on the printer itself. Okay, this is the extruder kit, the metal block kit. Let's take it out and see what's inside. Okay, we emptied the box. This is from, again, Creality official piece. And we have here the how to install section. And we have the metal bar, as you can see. This is fully metal, actually alloy. And this is a Creality branded metal piece that we are going to put on. And you can see the rest of the pieces that we need to complete this setup, including pneumatic tube and a new gear. Since this gear is the same exact one with the old gear, we don't need to change the E-step, so that's basically a easy upgrade for us and we are not going to deal with any software changes. Let's first remove the old set, so I'm going to open this one up. I'm removing the pneumatic joint and I'm unplugging it. This is my tube. This is like Capricorn tube. If you guys want to upgrade to Capricorn tube, I strongly suggest it. I think it's one of the best and I think you guys will like it. It's much more durable and it's not expanding. I'm putting the link for this one down below, so if you want to buy it, feel free. Next, get your Allen wrench and start removing these. Yep, this is the correct size. It's gonna take some effort to remove it. Yep, this tubing is gonna come along to the way. It's obvious it's gonna bother us. So this one is different Allen wrench, so I need to change it to bigger size. Too big. This should be it, yes. And at this point I suggest you hold your motor because probably it's gonna fall. But you know, there's one more screw under this one, it's not gonna fall. Okay. Let's remove this lever. Okay, now this entire thing comes off. Don't forget, guys, to clean up your gear area frequently, because it always gets some accumulation of the filament surface. Now I'm swapping back to the previous size of the Allen wrench, and now I'm removing it. Now you need to hold your motor because it's gonna fall. Let's put the motor down, and we remove the entire old system. No more plastic. Let's go metal. First, I'm getting my metal alloy portion. This is the bottom plate that looks exactly like the yellow one. That we're going to put it here. At this moment, I would like to grab your attention to one more point: the spring size. So look, the one on the left is new spring, which is a little bit taller, and the one on the right is the old spring. So the new spring is taller, and when I try to feel the stiffness, I think new spring is more stiff compared to the old one. One other old thing to remove is the gear. So remove the set screws. Okay, this is a hard to remove set screw. Remove your set screw. Just loosen it, not all the way full removal. And the other one too. And this gear is gonna come off. See, over time it's a little bit damaged. I can see the traces of the filament here. Okay. Now we are going to install back this motor, but what I do suggest is clean it before you install it. And I use Q-tips to clean this. And if you have a tweezer, remove the little bit leftover filaments from this sink so that you can get a cleaner start. I'm going to use my tiniest Allen wrench's head to collect them. I couldn't find my tweezer at the moment. Okay. Clean. So we're going to put this one back, and be aware of the rotation of the motor connection cable. So it's going to look this way, and we're going to put it back in like this. What you need is this metric 3 10mm countersunk, and put it in. And we need to fasten this so it will stabilize our motor. Find the hole. Yep, find the hole and then put it in. Oh, this is the wrong size. Sorry, guys. Okay, now it's more like stabilized, so I don't need to worry about my motor falling down. So this is step one. Good. And align these holes too, so that you don't need to deal with misalignment. Next, we are going to put our new extruder gear. For that, we are going to unfasten these set screws a little bit and then put it in here. And don't forget, there's this flat version of the motor shaft is going to align with one of these couplers, and I'm going to put it this way, and it needs to align properly. And I'm going to align the surfaces of these two and where the location of the filament is. So basically, if you put your Allen wrench to the filament location, you can simply imagine where your filament is going, and from right in the middle of it, align your gear and fasten it. So I just aligned it. I looked from the right hand side, and now I'm fastening it. Good. And there are two set screws you need to fasten. Okay, now it is aligned and fastened. I'm going to put this pneumatic joint as the next step. You don't need to do it this way, but because I want to get rid of from this pneumatic cable, the PTFE tubing. It's getting in my way, and I'm going to put it in. Good. And we are going to put the lock right here. So this should be good. Nice. And you can use a wrench to fasten this one too. I'm just going to leave it at this tightness that I'm going to leave it at this tightness with my fingers. I'm okay with that, but I do suggest you guys use a wrench here because I mostly open up and close. I do this frequently for specific reasons. Okay, next what I'm going to do is to put these screws and fasten them. Make sure that you align your motor holes before so that they can slide in. If you didn't align them, just unscrew this one a little bit, make sure it floats, and then put it in. And there's one more behind the curtain right in here. It's not rocket science, it's easy. Just put it in and fasten it. This one is fastened. This one is fastened. Let's fasten this one again. Next thing what we are going to do is to get the symmetric 4 hexagonal socket button head and the metric 3 rivet and put them together. However, this is metric 3, therefore it's not going to get connected with this metric 4 button head screw. They just need to stay together. That's what we want. Because this portion is basically help us to arrange the tension of the spring, and this metric 4 is going to push this one forward, and they're not going to join together. They're just going to stay together. Next, what we're going to do is to get these pieces, a metric 4 washer, a metric 4 8mm socket, a metric 4 8mm socket head cap screw, and the bearing. So we are going to put the bearing here, get the washer and connect it to the screw, get the washer, connect it to the screw, and put them together. There are threads on this metal lever, so basically it's gonna slide in very easy, and fasten it. This will require the bigger Allen wrench for me. When you fasten it all the way good, you will have your bearing turning. Now we are going to get this metric 3 10mm hexagon part and put it here and fasten it where the spring is going to get connected to this one. It's going to align the spring. Okay, now we are going to get the spring and we are going to connect everything together. We have our assembly, lever assembly, and we are going to get this extend, and we are going to get this extrusion pin, put it in, and one more screw, which is metric 3 18mm one, put it in, and now connect the spring to the rivet and put it like this together, and align this screw at the back, and align the screw at the back with the hole. You need to push it a little bit. Okay, and now it's time to fasten it. Okay, almost there. Just push it while you're fastening it down to make sure that linear bearing is not damaging your extruder gear. Okay, let's fasten this. Got it. Okay, pressing real nice, real good. Now I'm going to release it a little bit to see how it goes. I think it's really good. I think it's really good, stiff enough, and much better than the plastic part stiffness. It's like amazing. And how we are going to arrange it, I'm just going to To give you guys an idea, this is the Allen wrench, right? And this is my smallest Allen wrench. So I am basically put it all the way in until my smallest Allen wrench's distance is available in here. Okay, so this much. I'm going to put it this much, and based on your need and filament grip, you can basically fasten it more so you can get more stiffness in here, which will do that great job. And you don't want it to be too fastened, you don't want it to be too stiff, otherwise it will eat your filament and you will fail again. Right now our assembly is complete. Congratulations guys, it is looking awesome. It's really cool. And yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think. Did I do a good job on explaining all these steps? Did you guys like it? Were you able to follow? Everything is fine? So let me know all these details, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and let's see you guys in the next video. And this baby is going to print awesome right now. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys liked it. If so, click the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and see you guys in the next video.